Even though this is the weather forecast and I'm expecting it to hammer down tonight, not just the rain, but also gale force winds. But I'm still hoping to get out. So, yeah. Might need to modify what I take with me. I'm still not sure if I'm going to bother taking anything to do a fire. Technically speaking, all I really need to do is I take my kettle, cup, and some powder. You know, milk, coffee, sugar. I don't know. I might do. We'll see how I feel. I mean, there's always something dry you can find to burn, or I could just take a load of cardboard and boil up some water. I'm not going to bother taking noodles to cook. I like the idea of not having hot food for one night. But I can always cook something up and take with me, yeah, some sausages or something. Yeah, gonna have to modify what I take. So it's gonna be the new underquilt and probably the polytunnel plastic as well. And go back to taking my 30 meters or 20 meters, whatever it is, of paracord. Because, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I always end up in the same place, pretty much, up on the hill, where it's really windy, very cold, and I'm going to be carrying a fair bit more than usual. Although I think I might not take 3 or 4 liters of water this time. It's just overnight. I'm not cooking food, so maybe just take 2 or 3 liters. Okie dokie, campers. What we're doing for tonight's trip is going to be wet and windy. So, wet is nice if you're with a lady, but not so much if you're on your own. So we've got our stick, you see. Now this has inside of it a knife and a little saw for my wood, so I can make sure that my wood is dead with properly. I got my little lighter. See? Oh, lovely, see? Yeah, lovely. I got my radio with a little power pack and all the torch and things. I got my bit of booze. I got my lovely cup. And I'm going to be putting coffee and milk and sugar in my kettle so I can have a nice hot drink in the morning, see? Bit of a wash it needs, I think. I got some paracetamol. I got some extra strong mints for my treats. Yes, I do. I got my bugro. Not for wanking. No. Because I was taking a spare sock for that. I found my little protection for my thing, my toy, my cat training toy. I got a waterproof jacket. I've got a spare vest. I've got my sleeping bag and my jumper. I'm sorry, I can't do the wash anymore. I just don't. If I smoked, like I used to smoke tobacco and that, I'd put in a phlegm to do Welsh. I just can't do Welsh anymore. I just don't like the stench of sheep shit on my dick. So I got my sleeping bag and a jacket in the one bag rather than having all separate bags. I've got my brand new, never used before, Virginic underquilt, 2 lots of paracord, my hammock, my oven ready. I'm not taking the inflatable mattress. I've got enough to carry as it is. Plus, if it does piss down, which it is going to piss down, I'm going to be under a waterproof. I don't have any more weight than I have to. So I'm going to be taking this as well. That is my polytunnel plastic. It's not too heavy, but it is bulky. Weight-wise, it's probably about half the weight of the underquilt, but it will keep me dry, theoretically. I'm going to take maybe 3 liters of water. Got my little rain tarp for the hammock, which it's not completely useless, but it's alright. And of course, the Bergen, to shove it all in. I'm also going to be taking, I'm going to cook a packet of sausages, just chuck them in the oven. How many survive before I leave is a different matter. I'm hungry. So, yeah, I'm not going to take any more food. Just a few sausages cooked, extra strong mints. I'm going to have me coffee in the morning, if it's not pissing down too much. That is pretty much what I'm taking. So, I might even take a book, but I doubt it. I can sit and listen to the sound of the rain. See, the rain and the tent would be so nice. Addendum. That is my bag of
paper to burn. That's basically there. Bit of tissue paper inside, bits and pieces, just cardboard generally. Bit of old knackered rope that I can use to get the fire going. The rain tarp is not so much really for the hammock, because I got my polyplastic for that. The main reason, it gives you a more feeling of security, having a barrier you can't easily see through. But mainly it's going to go in that pocket, so if it does piss down too much, sod the jacket, I'll just put that on me, like a thingy poncho kind of thing. I'll just chuck it over me whilst I'm walking. So yeah, I don't think I'm taking anything else. Well, that lovely booze, 20 litres of spirits. Got another 15 on the go. Another little addition I'm going to take with me is this. It's snood, or whatever the fuck you call it in America. It's basically a sock, big sock. Goes over your neck, ears, whatever. Normally wear it on a bike sometimes, but basically I'm only taking this because I've already got earache, because I've got a tooth that's been trying to come out for the past 6 months. And yesterday, quarter of a litre of vodka and vice grips, and it still hasn't come out. It's still there, but it is half out. It's clinging on for dear life, and basically the whole side of my face is swollen. So I'm gonna have to keep my face covered up tonight. Otherwise, I'm gonna have massive earache. So yeah, little extra thing to take, and it's still pissing down outside. I'm gonna wait for a break in the rain. Then I'm gonna say fuck it and get a move on, because I need to get out.